The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. The action has already started.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders, who'll need to drop into position and cover the spaces.
There's the crossfield ball. Now it's Roberto Carlos. And it's Cruyff. It's run loose here. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Albert Ferrer is in a really good position out wide. Well, terms like genius and legend are often used, overused in football, but there is very little doubt that they do apply to this fella, the great Ronaldinho.
One of the best there's ever been, Peter, and always with a smile.
He was born with a football at his feet. McTominay. Yaya Toure has quite the footballing brain. He's almost... And a chance! He's scored! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
Number 14, Johan Cruyff.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Now it's Hullet. He's chosen to go back. Roberto Carlos is one whose deliveries we all know about. In with the challenge. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Cruyff. Oh, shooting chance! It's a goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Roberto Carlos. Yaya Toure. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. And here's Hullet. Mateus. Albert Ferrer. Now it's Ronaldinho. Neither of these two want to come off second best. McTominay. Now it's Cruyff. Rijkaard. Looks to the other side.
Well spotted.
And it's Yaya Toure. Some really good ball movement. Oh, nice touch. He's found a way past. Cafu does well to get it back. He's picked his way through. Ball swung in. And the ball is out of play. Vieira. Pullet will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. McTominay. Roberto Carlos. Messi is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Mateus. Melbourne City do have a chance to counter here. Knocks it into space, produces a cross.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Roberto Carlos. McTominay. And it's Cruyff. Melbourne City finding their passes. Cafu.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rijkaard. And it's Roberto Carlos.
There will be 1 minute added time.
That has not gone well. Albert Ferrer gets a foot in here. He's not got that quite right. And the first 45 minutes are up. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Jeff, Chiba clearly have plenty of cause to be happy, Peter, but they'll need to resist the temptation to just sit on the lead second half. The opposition will be doing their utmost to try and get back into this, so they have to be alert.
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and two between them at half-time. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Cafu. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Yaya Toure conjures time and space where few can. Roberto Carlos. Cross deflected behind for a corner.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And this is Cruyff. And now they can spring out of defence. That pass isn't the best. Cafu. Spread it left. Roberto Carlos is herring after that one. Here's a man who his teammates can look to in all times. And he's going to be disappointed with that. Tries to play it through. Pullet receives it in a wide position. He gets big. Oh, it's fallen loose again. It's in. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
We have got ourselves a game here.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Now, who's going to be first to this? Cafu, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. That's the keeper's ball.
Melbourne City really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Tries to pass it through. Roberto Carlos in acres of space out wide. He's shifting through the gears here. Drives it in. Big header! Oh, that's an own goal!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess You have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
Maldini. Albert Ferrer. Plays it out wide. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Melbourne City are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Cruyff powering forward here. Maldini did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Roberto Carlos. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Time then for the first substitution of the game. And the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, he's looking for instructions, probably something along the lines of, go make a nuisance of yourself.
Yaya Toure. McTominay. Hernes. Shifted it to the flank. And it's Yaya Toure. Nicely spread. Ball's gone out of play. Maldini. Vieira. It's Albert Ferrer. Cruyff looking to add to his goal. Foot in. Roberto Carlos. It's a good foot in there. And it's Cruyff. Albert Ferrer. Looking for options for movement. And pull it! And that's a real chance missed.
Well, I think it's great. He's showing plenty of fight here. You want that to spread throughout the team now.
He's trying his best to keep it in play here. And now a sudden chance to counter. The final 5 minutes. Mateus. And here's Cruyff. Oh, that's superb.
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
McTominay. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Oh, that's fabulous. Albert Ferrer. Mateus. That's a sharp pass. There's no flag. Pullet plays it in. Oh, what a Vieira! Off the post. Caught offside that time. So here comes the substitution.
Yeah, it's about time I think we saw some activity from the bench, but it's debatable as to what level of impact can be made from here. It's pretty late.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid win, which will be welcomed all round. So bring it on. Height, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. We have already started here. Played out towards the right wing. Cafu plays it in. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. He's shifting through the gears here. And he's being shifted off it.
We've seen a few flyers over time, Peter, but this one is eerily reluctant.
You mean Dennis Bergkamp, of course.
Yeah. What a brilliant operator. I mean, his levels of skill and technique and imagination are just textbook, and sometimes off the scale. He won't back down in a challenge either.
Pull it. Threads one in. Ball played right into his path. Tries to get it clear. And that is as far as they're going to go. Now it's Pullet. Nothing significant to report up to this point, but we are still very early in the game. And he's in on goal! Messi! Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
This is the time you need that pace.
And that could set him on his way. Cafu. Turns back here, probably the best option. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
Roberto Carlos. He's picked his way through. Tries to pass it through. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
They've played it short. This looks promising. Oh, real chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
McTominay actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
It's their second corner of the game. And it's been taken short. He's delivered all right! And that takes him up to 30. 30 goals for this side. So we have our breakthrough.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
No luck with that dink over the top.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Senegal upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Bullet. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Out to the left it goes. Tries to play it through. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Swung over. Cafu. It's a good run down the right. And this is Pullet. Takes a shot! Nicked it back promptly. Now, what about a counter-attack? Now it's Messi. Messi. Cafu is one whose deliveries we all know about. Yaya Toure. McTominay. Yaya Toure does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Passing is crisp and sharp. And he's taking no chances there. And it's McTominay. Spread out to the left. Cross into the box.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
And he's intervened well there. Vieira. He's looking wide. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Maldini makes the interception. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Shifted it to the flank. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Passing nice and neat. Bullet. Eto'o. Pele. Ibrahimovic. And it's Vieira. Pele. And it's Eto'o. Yaya Toure. And it's Roberto Carlos. Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. Distributed tidily. Cafu picks it up out wide. Now who's going to be first to this? To Messi. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. And there is the half-time whistle. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Great vision. Ball driven towards the far post. Tries to get it clear. Cafu will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Clear. Oh, what? Roberto Carlos! Tremendous from Roberto Carlos! A finish right from the top draw. Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
Carlos really showed his coolness, Peter, by not getting flustered on such a tough skill. And for me, it was controlled perfection.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
And they can counter here. Comes under pressure and it's come loose.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Decent chance! Relentless! Just relentless! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes.
That's just downright fabulous. Both the disguise and the control, and then that gentle scoop.
.3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Cafu. And it's Roberto Carlos. Just about up to the hour now. He's being chased here by an unwelcome guest. Messi, very much a man of this moment. Roberto Carlos. And this is Bergkamp.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
He's being urged to shoot. It's a good ball out wide. Ibrahimovic. Vieira. To Lam. And it's Eto'o. Defending was strong and firm. Roberto Carlos. Here's a sharp little ball here. Bergkamp gets flagged offside. Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
McTominay conjures time and space where few can. It's a really well-measured ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Messi receives it in a wide position. And that's aimed in. Up he goes! It's in! Results no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. What a header. Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
Superb timing to generate that power, threw a really strong neck behind it, and he gave the keeper little opportunity.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. McTominay. For Messi. Looking to play him in. And it's been played through. He's found a way through. Ball's gone out of play. So there's going to be another change here. Ronaldinho coming on here as broadly expected.
Well, it's going to make for a frantic end, Peter. Let's hope he's got enough time to make the impact he wants.
He's having a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. That's tidy. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And Senegal can counter. Ronaldinho going face-to-face with his great rival. Cruyff looking to run onto it. Oh, that's nice. It's a goal kick. Abiati. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And he's straight offside. A couple of changes then in quick succession.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Roberto Carlos. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Here's a man who his teammates can look to in all times. And here's Bergkamp. It's Bergkamp! Really well taken goal. And that is what they came to see, what they demanded to see. His first.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
Number 10.
It's become a case of men against boys. Cannavaro.
There will be 5 minutes
Messi.
time.
Cafu for Yaya Toure. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Roberto Carlos. Out for a throw. Neto. Now it's Messi. Can he get it through? And they've got rid. And that's that. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. Messi taking in the accolades, having been named man of... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, we're on the way.
You know who I've got my eye on here, Peter? Dennis Bergkamp. He'll be performing all sorts of different roles out there. The focal point up front, the ball carrier, the link between the midfield and the attack.
A beautiful inventor, and he does it all, of course, with unmatched panache.
Yeah, a team player through and through, and he's totally unselfish.
And it's Dembele. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Wan-Bissaka. Del Piero tries to play it through. There's the shot! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes. Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Oh, nice touch. Messi, and he shoots! And he's taking no chances there. Look at the space here. Rijkaard. Aims beyond the defence. Lovely pass, but can he... Real chance!
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that. Jeff Chiba are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. It's a really well-measured ball. And he's in on goal! It's a good ball out wide. And here's Bergkamp. And it's McTominay. McTominay over to the left. That's a good ball. Shot could be on. Played back. Strokes it back. Played out to the right. Deep cross. And he's there to clear it. Great chance! They've got to be quick to recover this. Well, that looks a decent ball. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Now, who's going to be first to this? McTominay. Oh, good spread. Cafu gets into some space. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. And this is... It's Bergkamp! Same again, same outcome.
Well, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Roberto Carlos falls short. Chance to do... Climbs up big! It's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? think the boss won't be amused.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Messi is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Out of play for a throw. Engages and forces him off the ball. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. McTominay. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Messi. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Roberto Carlos. And it's Del Piero. That is ended up in no man's land. Now it's Messi. Dembele is having a shot! Goal! Inter! Into the lead once more. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
Number 7, Ousmane Dembele.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
We've got 5 minutes till half-time. McTominay plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Looking to play him in. Piqué defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Messi. Messi. Nicely weighted ball. Yamal providing an outlet on that flank.
2 added minutes has been
Oh,
indicated.
what a climb! Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Ah, looks a smashing ball. Can he finish? It's loose now and they want to get it back. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football. And it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Jeff, Chiba really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Now it's Bergkamp. That has been slung wide. Oh, sweet feet. And he's managed to get free. Now the ball, he rises! Sticks it away! They've done it again! It is incredible!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character, wonderful.
Certain, searing and imperious.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and read it perfectly.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Number 23.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Coming on to
Well, I'd
replace
happily
him.
watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Cafu is one whose deliveries we all know about. Played out to the left flank. Knocks it into space. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Rijkaard. Now, what about a counter-attack? For a moment, you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Yaya Toure.
Well, I'm hoping for a nice open second half now. It's there to be won.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And here's Bergkamp. Bergkamp! Oh, he's hit the bar. Bergkamp, he ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Bergkamp being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, they're certainly getting much tighter to him now. At least the message was received.
PK. And it's Roberto Carlos. That's Rijkaard. And here's Dembele. Yamal. And it's Neymar. Messi. And Messi! Big relief, it just needed better contact. Great defending, strong and determined. Rijkaard. Messi. Tries to pass. Dembele! Now, who's going to be first to this? Hangs in across. Defending of the desperate variety. Taken back almost at once. And it's Wan-Bissaka. Chips it through. This is Dembele. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Oh, beautifully shaped ball. Big header! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Dembele really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Substitution on the field. Number 10.
Time for a change in personnel.
Number 4, Gullit. Number 19, Messi. Number 6, Roberto Carlos.
And now they can spring out of defence.
13, Johan Cruyff. Number 11, Ibrahimovic. Number 13,
Maldini.
Half
Half an hour gone in the second half.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive. Inter clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. Yaya Toure. That's Maldini. Goes looking wide. Great vision. Cruyff. Succumbs to the pressure. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And the finish! Goal, Inter! And they get themselves in front! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Inter Milan go into the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the...
Just not quite happening for him just now.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
That ball looks a good one. Dembele. Who's got the final touch there? Goal kick's been given.
Substitution.
Couple of changes then in quick succession. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rummenigge.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Looking for the run. This is Dembele. He has found a way through. He's had a shot! Can he get it through? Oh, well played, well sorted out. We are into overtime. Now, can they get him up? Tries a shot! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. McTominay. And that will be the final act. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could easily have won, ultimately decided by just the odd goal. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And already we're underway here. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Terrific header! That's going to go a long way. That's a lovely, neat pass. Good running, strong and purposeful. Zola. That's a good ball out wide. He's in plenty of space here. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Well, we have here, Jim, a player who is just so easy on the eye, the mesmerising Dennis Bergkamp.
Well, he's a player who inspired a whole generation with his unique approach to the game, the creativity, the...
Climbs up big! Firm header just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Got a Tony. But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Well, they've made all the inroads and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt.
Maldini. Now he's off and running. Now it's Roberto Carlos. He's got away. Now it's McTominay. Roberto Carlos could try cutting inside here. Gattuso. No change to the score. 0-0 it remains. Got a Tony. Tries the cross.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
Played towards the other side.
Good ball, that too.
Yaya Toure is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Zola. Donatoni. It's a promising position. Skim chance! They've scored! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Guangdong United have fired themselves in front.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
And he's gone backward here. Cruyff. And he's picked out the run. Driving through the middle. Maldini did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Now it's Hullet. Nicely spread. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And that interception was most necessary. Got a Tony.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Costa Curta. Oh, well played. Plenty of numbers back. Oh, good-looking ball. Bergkamp. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. And it's McTominay. That has been slung wide. Albert Ferrer makes the interception.
Jeff, Chiba truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Mbappe! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Rijkaard gets it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. He is through here. Back to the keeper it goes. Costa Curta. It's Bellingham. Costa Curta. Albert Ferrer. Oh, can he get onto this? Costa Curta.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Rijkaard. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And this is Bergkamp. It's run loose here. And he's in on goal. And he's managed to get free. half-time whistle goes. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
And please welcome our lads to the field.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
So we're just settling back into this second half.
Jeff, Chiba can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Now it's Hunnit. Now it's Bergkamp.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
Yaya Toure. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Roberto Carlos at it in a wide position.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Roberto Carlos pulls short.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
He's looking wide. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Out towards the flank. McTominay going full steam ahead down the left flank. And it's McTominay. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Solar, and Solar! No mistake! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. It is a good finish. The odds were against him, little matter.
Well, at one stage he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off? That's just playing it safe and simple.
Guangdong United are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan. They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Tries to thread one through. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Now it's Bellingham. Takes a shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Guangdong United certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park. Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Looking for the run. Mbappe! That's an excellent interception. He has slightly undercooked that one.
Guangdong United clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And that's another good win of the ball. Now it's Mbappe. Hoeneß defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Cafu. Hoeneß. McTominay. And here's Cruyff. Just eases him off the ball.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And here's Mbappe. Donadoni. Now there's Donadoni! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Oh, he went for it there, knowing full well that it could have all been wrapped up.
Good ball over the top. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Ball is over the line. Yaya Toure.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Zola will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now it's Cruyff, Mbappe, and the shots! Relentless! Just relentless! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
Muangthong United find a position of real strength now. Haaland. Now Hoeneß. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Zola. He's a sharp little ball here. Great vision. Tries a shot! Mbappe! Oh, how good is that? That is a gem! An absolute gem! Comfort, yet more comfort, easing away. Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
Ah, you've got to love that. Concentration, conviction, contact, and sheer class.
Muangthong United are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Now it's Kukçu. And that will be it. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Goes for a shot! They've scored!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible. Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Number 9.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Passing is crisp and sharp. A good-looking ball. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Works it forward, and no, that was never going to make it. Now it's Bergkamp. Cafu. Passing nice and neat. He shifted it to the flank. Lovely bit of skill. And it's McTominay. Now it's Bergkamp. Now it's Hullet. Oh, it's a promising build-up. Hullet! He's scored! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Bergkamp is fouled.
Well, if he truly fancies his chances from here, he's going to need the best of the best.
Decent hit from there. Thuram. Marquinhos. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Now it's Romario. Stood up well to him there. Bebeto. That's Maldini. Engages and forces him off the ball. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Doué. Bebeto. Oh, that is... There's the shot! Goal! Serbia! And they get themselves in front! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Well, that's a little loose. Best, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. And here's Romario, and Romario! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he?
Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Now here's the delivery. Up he goes! And yes, it's there! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Bebeto! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, he's been caught napping. It's a good-looking delivery. McTominay gets it away. Oh, a delicate chip. Oh, what a climb! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Roberto Carlos providing an outlet on that flank. That's very neat. And it's McTominay. And this is Bergkamp. Can he finish? Oh, taken with style. They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quick.
Great chance! Well, that is commitment to the cause. And he's taking no chances there. And now they can spring out of defence. No outsmarting him this time. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Bebeto. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Roberto Carlos. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Cafu. And it's McTominay. Played out to the left flank. Roberto Carlos.
There will be
For
3
Yaya
minutes
Toure.
added time.
Well seen. Saw that coming. Driving forward. Great vision. And this is Romario. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That's been drilled in. Rijkaard gets good distance on it. Roberto Carlos. Nicely weighted ball. Not the most accurate pass. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, or I think did many in this crowd. The midway point of the game.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
Well, time to catch your breath after a manic first half. Goals, goals and more goals, but only one between them. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. And that's a good ball. Best. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Wow, look who's involved.
Now then, the ball's come loose. That is a brilliant interception. Wirtz. Deflected behind for a corner kick. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And now a sudden chance to counter. McTominay. Cafu is always looking to play quality balls. McTominay. Haaland. And it's Yaya Toure. And here's Hullet. And here's Haaland. Over to the left. Roberto Carlos has it in a wide position. Marquinhos clears it away. That's a throw. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Rijkaard. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
Good switch, that.
And it's McTominay. And this is Bergkamp. It's Bergkamp! Adams. Thuram has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Neither of these two want to come off second best. He's got away. Look at the Bebeto! Oh, denied brilliantly.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
He's looking wide. Bergkamp. Now McTominay. And here's Hullet. Cafu. Deep cross. Terrific header. Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Substitution for Serbia. Number 14, Reds. Coming on to replace him is number 4, De Bruyne. Substitution in progress.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Adams. Pirlo. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Yaya Toure plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Gattuso. Serbia do have a chance to counter here. Rijkaard spots it and intercepts. And here's Cruyff. Roberto Carlos. Lovely feet. It's a promising position, and it's Gattuso. Thuram gets it clear.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Tries to play it through. And the shots! They've done it! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
So smooth, a signature finish.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank.
And it's made its way. Real chance! No mistake! Into the lead once more. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Number 9, Thuram.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, all their effort pays off in the end. It just took that extra bit of dynamism to get them the goal they craved.
I think we're just about done here. Messi. Thuram. Yaya Toure. De Bruyne goes sliding in. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Shot could be on.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Cruyff. Yaya Toure. And we're done. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy that was. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. The action has already started.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively. But it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter. And it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders.
Big header!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And here's Roberto Carlos. Pull it. Cross flung in towards the middle. So what can they make of this? Chooses to go cross-field. And he's had it nicked away. Xabi Alonso defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Well, we have here, Jim, a player who is just so easy on the eye, the mesmerising Dennis Bergkamp.
Well, he's a player who inspired a whole generation with his unique approach to the game, the creativity, the elegance, the artistry. There's never been anything like him.
A genuine one-off. And it's Yaya Toure. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Xavi Alonso. And it's been played through. He's got away. Neymar. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Roberto Carlos. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
Pedri can so cleverly bypass the press. Mbappe looking to run onto it. Maldini does well to stand firm and defend it. Not getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. Yaya Toure. Maldini. Yaya Toure. And he's forced to go back. And it's Rijkaard. Now McTominay. Cafu. And it's Yaya Toure. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rijkaard. And here's Haaland. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Xabi Alonso. And that has left him in a heap. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Neymar, and this is Neymar, produces a cross. Now it's Pedri. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Now, can they get him away? Ball looks a good one. And he's heaved it away. Pinches it off him. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Neymar, ambitious ball here. He has a look out. They've got a corner here. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
And there they are. Please welcome
Let's look back on the first 45 minutes.
Well, at least the defence can look back on a job pretty well done so far, Peter. I think they've squeezed the play quite well and they've been relentless in their pressing. So the energy levels have looked good.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. And we are already promptly back underway. And Hullet! Ruud Hullet! Oh, it's fabulous!
Oh, that was magnificent. What a way to stamp your ability on a game. Not necessarily pivotal, but it has most definitely shifted momentum.
And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Well, it's always that bit tougher for a keeper when the underside of the crossbar is in play.
So we have the first goal.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Looking for options, for movement. Tries a shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! It's a good run down the right. And it's Roberto Carlos. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. And here's Cruyff. He's a sharp little ball here. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Hullet.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Yaya Toure is being harried and hassled.
Well, they've got to deny him time and space, and that's one way of ensuring it.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, momentarily the situation was perilous, but his alertness has saved the day.
If you were looking at the shopping list of what you need in a top defender, that's it.
Roberto Carlos! Neymar is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Cruyff. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. He's picked his way through. Neymar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Nicely shaped ball.
Al-Ittihad really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Sends it crossfield. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Out to the left it goes. Roberto Carlos receives it in a wide position. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Roberto Carlos was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
Substitution in progress.
Mitoma is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. So the team's separated just by the one goal, which came early in the second period. And the score is 1-0. Into the last quarter of an hour. Cafu. And it's O'Shea. O'Shea. Turns back here, probably the best option. Maldini. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. For O'Shea. And it's Hullet. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. 1-0 as we head towards the end. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And they can counter here. Pedri. Pedri will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. The less said about that pass, the better.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Number 14, Xabi Alonso. Coming on the field, number 10, Mateus. Number 3, Franz Beckenbauer.
Hullet looking understandably energised after his goal. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Cafu is looking to influence the game from out wide. Threads one in. Neymar gets across to intercept that.
Jeff Chiba nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
There's no getting past him. It's really well defended. And now they can clear their lines. Tries to pass it through. And that's that. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line.